Hello! I'm going to make a video today talking about something called the false light, or the false light grid, or the false light ascension matrix. And I want to speak about this from a very high vibrational place that is based in love. So I'm going to call forth my highest self to speak through me and of me, for I'm a conduit for your love and I'm here to do your work in the world. This video is yours. Thank you. Connecting with Archangel Michael, who is my Archangel of Divine Light. And I call forth his grid of light around me so that I know that I am tuning in with what is truly connected through me at my crown to source, to all that is. And that is my true divine birthright to receive. Okay, thank you. I am also going to call in my Arcturian guides, my Arcturian mother and father guide, to assist me in articulating this information, for you are so advanced in spiritual technology and I am at your feet as I try to understand and assist from my perspective as human. Thank you. Alright. I'm really excited, you guys, because this information is really, really important. So, we have an energy system. I have an energy system. You have an energy system. We all have our own energy system. And our energy system is truly powered through our crown, through our connection to source. If you think about it, it's almost like a little umbilical cord connecting us to our divine lineage. And that cord, I visualize it going through and plugging into the heart right here. So this is really what we are being fueled by in life. Just like we think, that food is giving us nourishment and energy. Actually, we are more than just physical beings. We need nourishment and energy at a spiritual level. We are life force. We are not the food that we consume. We are something more than that. When spirit leaves the body, we know that we are not just body. Because when spirit leaves the body, there is this emptiness and coldness that is undeniable. We are the warmth that warms our blood. We are the light that shines through our eyes. We are the wisdom in our hearts. We are so much more than what we give ourselves credit for. So why do we not see how expanded we are and how powerful we are and how infinite we are? Why do we feel blocked from that ever? Why would we ever need to not have that? This is where the false light comes in. Okay? So the false light. If we think about we can connect through our crowns to source, to original thought, to all that is, then that is really, really powerful. But if we are, for example, existing on the third dimension, which you and I are, and we are exchanging energy like you and I are right now, this is kind of how we top up our life force every day. Humans are very much relational beings. We need interaction. We need that back and forth. We need to share heart space. It's innately who we are. And it's innately how we feel healthy and whole and happy. So, the false light is a form of energy harvesting. So I would call it the false light grid. That's what I work with in my practice. That's what I call it, the false light energy grid. So what it really means in a very basic way is that instead of us feeling powered at our crown to source, we're plugged into something outside of ourselves. We're plugged into our neighbor, to our boyfriend, girlfriend, to our best friend, to our mom, to our dad, to our sister, to our brother, to the person serving us at the grocery store. And we're just sort of suckling. Give me a little bit of your energy. Give me a little bit more. I'm liking this one. Ooh. And that's normal. Like, we all are exchanging energy, like I said. There's nothing inherently wrong with that. There is something inherently off about it when we feel like, hey, wait a minute, I'm really drained. Hey, wait a minute, I need to go refuel on my own. Hey, wait a minute, this person always makes me feel really bad about myself. Me. What's going on? What's going on is that you're engaging in the false light energy grid. You are not engaging through your crown to source to all that is, to your infinite supply of light and love. You are using recycled energy. You are listening to recycled information. You are recycling old beliefs, old thoughts, old ideas, old emotions. Now again, we all participate in an energy system that is outside of ourselves from time to time. But there is a difference in the illusory aspect of the false light grid. Because what if we believed that we were connecting in with Source? That we believed that what we were receiving was directly from our spirit guides? What if that was a big illusion? And actually you're connected in to a matrix of illusion, to a false light grid that is just suckling on your energy all day long. And you're actually never getting refueled by anything. But you think you might be, maybe. So you just gaslight yourself out of what you're really feeling, right? Oh, I should just have more energy. Oh, I should just be able to deal with this person better. Why can't I seem to get this thing done? Everyone else is doing fine. Because you have more light to give, so you have more to lose. People who have more light and more love, when we engage in a system like this, it really doesn't serve us. There's really no reason for us to do that. Why would we? You might ask. Interesting question. I believe that people who are connected through their crown to source, to all that is, can be removed from this connection through a participation in the false light energy matrix or the false light grid, unbeknownst to them, completely unbeknownst to them, imagining that they are in fact connected to source and to truth and to their guides. And yet what they are really participating in is a really big illusion that is really set to harvest their life force entirely. So what does it mean when we say energy harvesting? It means that you are getting back way less than what you are giving out. Now, I want to quickly talk about this thing of a false guide, because this is important. This is also how we stay trapped in the false light energy grid, and how we can maintain illusions not only in our own life but in others' lives. So, what is a false guide? Well, it's similar to the false light. It is appearing to you as a guide. However, guides will never come to us. We must always call them in. We must always ask verbally from our hearts for assistance, for information, for guidance, for healing, or for support. They will never approach us because they understand that we operate through free will. And to do that is a violation of the human code of ethics. So, a very quick definition of a false guide is any being, I don't care how light they look, who is approaching you with any kind of information or energy that you have not called in yourself. Now, this is not to say that you might not, this is different. You have to use your discernment and be smart here, okay? Because it isn't about, oh, I asked my spirit guide for guidance about this person, and then 3 days later this message shows up from my guide. Okay, well, of course, you asked for that. It's all in the receptivity of what you are receiving. Does what you receive feel peaceful? Does it make you feel like that? Or does it make you feel urgent? Like you have to make a big choice right now, or you have to do something big right now. Or if this person would just do this thing, everything will be fine. And is the vibration actually up here? Like, because when we receive guidance from our spirit guides, it will be like straight into our heart, straight into our knowing, straight into the depths of our wisdom. Of course, it's a feeling like, of course, this was in front of me the whole time, or this was within me all along. And they just showed up to assist me in finding that. Because I asked them to. Because I gave permission for them to come into this relationship and assist me to create harmony. So a false guide is actually a lower astral being, possibly a demonic force, possibly just a hologram, possibly just, you know how we have artificial intelligence, right? Well, we have that in spirit too. Yeah. So we want to know the difference between something that feels organic and something that feels artificial. And we want to really develop our own sort of responsibility and integrity when we are working with anything like guides. Really, really, really important to start to learn the energy of a guide. The energy of that guide. How does it make you feel? I know that when I am working with my Arcturian mother and my Arcturian father, they have a very grounding energy in me. I feel it down both my legs into the earth, this heaviness. And I feel supported in a soul way. Again, when I call in Archangel Michael, which is the archangel that has been appointed to me, I feel warmth at my back. I feel like almost like I have wings. It feels peaceful. I feel safe. I feel like things make sense without me really trying. It feels like answers will come in time and I don't have to worry so much about understanding right now. So, how else might we be in a place to receive false guide or false light? Well, it's usually from us when we're in a really ungrounded place, or we're feeling really afraid, or we're feeling really like we can't trust somebody, or we just need to know right now. I need to know right now this thing. And then we're looking in our cards or whatever practice you do. It is a perfect vibrational match to a very mischievous, a lower astral entity that just wants to mess with you. It's very similar to, I've talked about Ouija boards before on my channel. Do not use a Ouija board ever. It is irresponsible and disrespectful. Always. It is always irresponsible and it is always disrespectful. There is never an okay time to use a Ouija board. I've heard of a child being given one by their father, no, don't give a child a Ouija board. No. That is horrific. Similar, we need to bring a similar sense of seriousness, even if we're just pulling an oracle card, you guys. What place am I in to receive this right now? What intention am I bringing to this? Have I set up my grid of light that is connected to my crown, to my source, to my higher self, to my spirit guides that I know are mine? And this is the work. Like I said, we don't need to worry. Things will come. Information will come in time. If we set the intention with our guide, we will be shown what we need to be shown. Spirit has your back. Thank you. Yes, Spirit does have your back. So, how does it feel? Know who you're working with. Don't think just because they are across the veil they're somehow better than you. No way. You are the most powerful being you will encounter this lifetime because it's your mind. You're the one thinking it. You must stop giving your power away to anyone beyond the veil. Why do you think they know better than you? You are the expert of your own life. You know what is best for you, always. And your spirit guides will simply guide you back to that inner knowing. If you are receiving information, if you are receiving any kind of energy that makes you feel addicted to it. So on my channel I used to post tarot picker cards and I don't anymore because they have a sort of like collective energy around them of addiction. So I don't want to participate and even supply that anymore. Because why do we need to know what this person so-and-so is thinking every single day? Why do you need to know that? Why don't you ask them? Why don't you have dialogue? And if they aren't there to talk to you, then they don't deserve to be in your life at all. We need to start thinking about how we give our power away in big and little ways. Now, this is not to disrespect tarot in any way. Tarot is a beautiful, 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 beautiful medium. But it is still outside of us. Can we find a point, an oracle within us that will always guide us towards the truth? We can because it's our heart. It is truly our heart that is guiding us here. We are experiencing this lifetime as a human being. As human beings, we experience life emotionally. Emotions are really felt through our heart space. We came to earth to experience the human experience, to live with our hearts, and yet we get stuck in our minds. We get stuck in needing to know instead of just feeling the peace. So this is my introduction to the false light, false guides, and the false light ascension matrix or the false light energy grid. This is the basis of my work. You can go to my Patreon if you need more information. I understand that this is the missing piece for so many people, and I will be bringing through much more information about this in future. I'm happy to answer questions to the best of my ability and within my time restraints, and I send you all so much love. Comment your questions below. I don't mean email me them. You can also join my Patreon if you need to chat. I chat to people on my Patreon, okay? All the best and all my love. Bye.